Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to bring another exciting episode of Say It All. Like I say to you guys, they say behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. But on Say It All, behind every successful episode, there is a beautiful guest. And today, in the studio, I have with me the most beautiful, elegant. She is so intelligent, trust me. And you have to wait until after this short break before I introduce her to you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Like I said, I have with me the beautiful Luyanda in the studio. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
So good to have you. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers out there?
Whew. The introduction part. My name is Luyanda Metula. I am 20 years of age and I am from Johannesburg North. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a full-time model and I run my own businesses, obviously, like everybody else. So, yeah, okay.
Wow. I'm taken aback, right, with the introduction. She is just 20 years old and she's already a business owner. She's a mother. She's doing a lot of things. I mean, I can say confidently that I'm inspired already.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, a lot of people watching now want to know what is the journey like for Luyanda to be at the age of 20 and then be a business owner, a model, and doing a lot of all these things. And she is beautiful. So what is the process like for you?
Well, the journey has been very easy. Not for everyone, of course, but for me, I feel like, okay, I'm not lucky, I'm just blessed to have my surroundings, and I've got the
Blessed.
greatest team ever. So the reason behind my inspiration was that growing up, I wanted to be somebody else, which was very wrong. Don't get me wrong, guys. Having a role model does not mean that you need to be that person. So growing up, I had role models, and I realized that no, actually, what I'm doing is wrong because the way I'm living my life now, I'm trying to be them. So I had to change everything around and to just stick to one person, whose footsteps I'm following right now. But also I had to change there and there and just had to become my own inspiration.
Wow. You said something very profound that I hear. And it's something that I always talk to when I'm talking to young people, I say to them that, why are you trying to imitate someone else? Why not be who you are? Because I remember when we were coming up singing, one of the reasons why some of us don't have a good voice is because you want to sound like Celine Dion, you want to sound like Michael Bolton, so you don't have your own voice.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And then
Basically, you reliving what the
other person has done. So then the true you is not coming out.
Yes.
A lot of people with potential out there, and that is very profound. Wow. I thank you so much for that. So now you talk about the process and then the people that you were looking up to. You realize, at what point do you realize that, look, I am imitating people a lot.
Yes.
Let me now follow my own path. At what point do you decide that?
It got to a point where I realized that even the way I walked, the way I spoke to people, and the way I approached some situations, I was a bit confused when I got to a certain point where I had to now come to a conclusion. And then I realized that no, but then this person has been showing this to the outside world, but then not how they've been taking the whole situation personally.
Wow. You're talking now, somebody sitting out there listening to the way you're saying it. I got to a point where I realized I did this. They will think, oh, you're talking to an old person. They don't know they're talking to a 20-year-old. No, now, I say to people a lot of times that maturity has nothing to do with age.
Yes.
It has to do with your own personality. It has to do with what you decide to do as a person, right? Now, let's talk about your business. What do you do? You say you're a business owner, so what do you do?
Okay, so I'm a Herbalife distributor. I sell Herbalife products, but right now I'm on a journey of beginning my own marketing project that along the run will and must employ the youth.
Wow, she's doing something that I hate so much. The Herbalife people, I have them. Each time they follow me, like on Instagram, whatever, then they start saying to you, "Look, I have. Do you know about this?" And I say, "No, no, no, guys, I'm not interested because I know what to eat,
Yes.
right? I know what to drink. I know what to do. I live a very healthy life, and some of the things that I do are some of the things that the Herbalife people don't do." That is how, because somebody wanted to say that idea to me and I said, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about what you do. What are the things that you are giving people? Do you even understand what you're giving people to take? Then I start telling them what I do on a daily basis. Like, this is what I eat in the morning, this is what I eat in the afternoon, my exercise routine, and this is how I live. And then they were like, oh, so you know how to, but you're doing it, and there's nothing wrong in you doing that, right?
Also, with me doing it, I was like, I'm not doing it because there's a certain goal that I want to reach. No. For me, it was a side hustle that still is a side hustle, like even now. Just that now it's gotten to a point where I get people asking me, so what do you use to be like this? Guys, I don't use anything. I don't use Herbalife. I don't lie to you guys.
You see that? You hear that, right?
I'm selling Herbalife, but then I don't use it. I believe that there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna wanna lose weight, of which is not gonna happen anytime soon.
You're perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see. So like it takes me back to the part where I said we wanna be like other people. So imagine now me saying the current Miss South Africa, she's got a very beautiful body and a tight figure, like a very tiny figure. So this is now me saying I want to be like her. So this is now me again going back to her. Exactly.
And trying
buying stuff
and
to know.
You're very right, because there are a lot of people out there who are not secure about themselves.
Yes,
they're not happy with who they are. People want to lose weight, they believe, because the thing is this: social media is portraying a picture that is not.
And we're allowing that kind of.
And we're allowing it because they see the way you look right now. Somebody say, how come she's looking beautiful? Because you're posting a lot of pictures.
Yes.
That means she's eating something that we are not eating. Right? I can go to the gym 24 hours a day, right? And still eat the food that I eat, pap and steak and all that, right? But then you still in shape. Then people go like, why? What is happening? And then they want to kill themselves to a point people starve themselves. They don't want to eat. They don't want to, do.
All in the name of having a beautiful body.
Beautiful body that is only seen on TV and social media.
Other people go through the most to get those bodies. Others even go for fat freezing. Others even go to a point where they need to tighten some other stuff inside their bodies. And you sitting there thinking, okay, guys, I want to do that, so let me just join Herbalife. It won't happen, fam.
Wow. You can hear it from her. She's telling you that these things that you guys are stressing yourself about. One thing I say to people a lot of times is that you must accept yourself for me to accept you.
Yes.
If you don't accept who you are, there's no way I'm going to accept who you are. Right? I used to have this beautiful lady in Braamfontein, and where I was there, she was a student. And she was like the most beautiful individual I've ever seen. She was fat. Let me use that word. She was fat. But the way she was carrying herself was like she was a model. She was every day. So I was forced to go close to her. And why are you so much? I like the confidence is what I like. She goes on the street and the way she's working. And then she said to me, if I don't accept the way I look, you are not going to accept. And I was in love. I'm not going to lie to you. I was in love with her because she was not saying because I have this body, then, I have to lose weight and I have to do what people are not doing. So let's go deeper now. You're beautiful. You're 20. You're doing your own thing. How do you handle the pressure that comes from men? She's laughing.
Comes from men.
Because I bet you, this is the truth. You're going to have a lot of men coming after you. That is the honest truth. Okay. How do you handle it?
I'm very loyal to my current partner. Like, I do not even for a second, think that, no, let me just try maybe a different race, or maybe let me just allow somebody else in my life. So the pressure, guys, it's not doing any justice in my life.
You're not answering the question. Are you saying the pressure is not there, or are you saying that this is a way I handle it?
Both, actually. This is the way I handle it. There is pressure, just that I don't see there's pressure.
You don't entertain it?
I don't entertain it, and I'll never entertain it.
So there's never
after
been
me, guys.
There's never been temptation?
No.
Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing somebody saying that there'll never be that temptation.
That's because I am Luyanda.
Luyanda doesn't mean, come on. Yes, I know. There's love. And we all love people. We have this idea of the people that want them to be better. You can't say you love somebody that person don't have flaws.
Yes, definitely.
They do. And then if you're seeing their perfection in other people, does that like give you a picture? Sometimes you say, okay guys, you know what, my boyfriend is this angry dude, or my girlfriend is this lady who is just so, you know, annoying, and there's this guy who is very calm, and then there's this lady who is also just very calm. That I might consider this person.
No.
You've never had that
Never.
temptation.
Never.
It's very hard to believe though. It's very, very hard to believe.
I've been with this guy since 2016. And he was my first boyfriend.
2016.
So, yes.
I've seen people who have been with their partner since they were
30
born.
years,
And then something, one day they just wake up and, you know,
Well,
they're like, oh no,
that
guys,
is-
I didn't know, I didn't discover myself. Now I don't think this thing is working.
I think my biggest fear right now with finding another partner is that I'll need to now go back and study this person, get to know this person from when they angry, how do they act, when they happy, how do they act, when they not okay. So that to me is an
It's a
assignment
process.
I'm not about
It's
to
a process.
go
You know, and I agree with you, because that's one of the things that sometimes we don't understand, that people are easy to get rid of somebody because of their mistakes, without understanding that the mistakes you're getting rid of this person for, you will encounter those mistakes with another person. Because when people see a woman who's loyal, they I want to know why this guy is with this lady for so long. Yeah, I know, it's the honest truth. I'm telling you from the man's angle. You know, men want to, why is this dude with this lady for so long? Because that means she's special. Even if that woman, the guy is just tolerating a lot of things, they don't care. They just want to be there to see why these people, and they're not coming to just stay there. They're coming to just destroy what has been built. So I'm happy that you have that going on, and that's the most beautiful thing. Your boyfriend is lucky, you know, to have somebody who's loyal and be with him, and then proud to also speak about him. So let's go deep now into what you do. If you are to give back and say, okay guys, I want to advise you, this is the path that I've chosen, I want to do this. How do you then bring the younger ones to also be, who are aspiring to be like you, to be on this level?
Okay, this now goes back to my company, or rather my business. We strongly believe that a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. So we are now trying to empower young girls into being better beings, to a point where you won't be shaken by anything, you know. So now giving back, it'll mean that I'll have to now start my, well, I'm revealing my secrets now, you see.
No, but they want to hear.
So this is now me saying, okay, right, I'm beginning a modeling project that's going to deal with specifically girls at the moment. And then maybe in the next 2 years we can involve boys as well. Because I feel like a lot of programs deal with young girls only, and the boys are left on the side to deal with whatever that they're dealing with. And then at the end of the day we come back and say, but then men are trash. Whereas we've never
Groom them to be the people that want them to be.
So there's a lot of things that I want to do, and one of them involves having campaigns whereby we're going to have successful people who began with nothing to come and speak to the young girls and the young boys into understanding that there's no easy way out. There's no way you're going to wake up and be like, today I want to be Miss South Africa. There's no way. You got to go through the whole process of applications, get disqualified, still try again the following year until you make it where you want to be.
So your life, because talking about your life right now, everyone listening would think that you have a perfect life, right? That you've never encountered like crises, challenges here and there, because you know it's deep. Because people sitting out there would be like, Luyanda is just 20. She has a man that she's in love with, been with for a long time, you know, and then she have her own business. She's talking about, you know, the maturity that comes with whatever it is that you're saying. So now they're thinking that maybe they're wrong, and some of them is not their mistakes. It's not their fault that they went through what they went through. So are you saying there's never been challenges, but you have to hold that? You answer that question after the short break. And to the beautiful viewers out there, stay tuned. I'm still with the beautiful Luyanda. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. I'm still with the beautiful Luyanda talking about her journey. And before we went on a break, I asked the question that what are the challenges that you faced that you feel at some point you feel like giving up, not continuing what you're doing?
The one big challenge that I've actually gone through and still going through right now is depression. Depression and anxiety, like those are the only two things that are very challenging right now in my life, to a point where I had to get off antidepressants.
Why are you depressed? Let me ask that.
Why?
Why?
I've been through a whole lot of things growing up, and one of them being losing my father, whom I knew only for 1 year 7 months.
Wow.
And because I knew him when I was 10, and then he died when I just turned 12. So that whole relationship of not having somebody in your life for a whole full 10 years, and then when he comes into your life it's just 1 year 7 months, and then he's gone just like that. And also having to now go back to looking at how I grew up, and having my mother move on with other people, and having to say the word father to another man. So that has been a
You know,
challenging situation.
your story resonated with me because I lost my father in 1999, lost my mother in 2004, and the only time that I was depressed was when my mother died. Because when my father died, I felt then that I could cope because you have somebody, and I don't know, but I love my mom more. Not gonna lie, I loved her more. So when she was there, at some point I felt that okay, I am going to go through all this and I'll be fine. But when she died, I became depressed, started living on alcohol. That was the only way out for me. It's
So sad
hard.
part, ne? I've been there, like many a times. I've been there, and most
That
of the
was then,
times,
not anymore, right?
no, not anymore. Like not anymore.
Because we don't want to paint a picture of you being perfect now, happy,
No, not
and
anymore.
then yeah,
Not
guys, we're
anymore.
just saying it so that a lot of people out there will learn a thing or two
Yes.
from what we're
Another
talking
thing is
about.
that when you get onto antidepressants, they never really educate you. The only thing that they say to is that you're gonna get better. These supplements are just gonna help you get better, and just help you deal with everything, which is a lie, guys. The side effects are what actually got me to where I was like, you know what?
You see, let me tell you the power of God. God came through for me. God was there for me, and I talk to people about God every now and then because I went through depression without anybody knowing. There was no help,
Yeah.
like going to any counseling, whatever. I went through depression on my own, in my room, alone. Nobody knew that I was depressed. Nobody knew that I attempted to kill myself twice.
But that's the thing now, even if people do know, they're not educated
To
about what depression is.
You see. So when I finally got over it, one day I heard a voice saying to me that, what are you doing? You have a lot to offer. What are you doing? So I was listening to R&B music, old school, not the new one, old school, and I would listen to it every now and then. And one day I was just listening to a lot of songs, and something just said to me that, why are you trying to why are you feeling sorry for yourself? So I stood up and I say, from that moment, I'm not going to go through this anymore. I have to make sure I teach and then educate a lot of people out there what I went through, you know. So what are your final words for the viewers out there who are also aspiring to be like
Guys, don't be like me, please.
you? No, you're a business person. You are
Yes, but
happily
then
in love,
follow, guys,
and they
follow your
want to.
dreams. Like follow your dreams, follow your goals. Know what you wanna achieve.
That I agree.
Guys,
I
it
concur to that. Yeah.
took me roughly about 6 months now to get where I wanted to be. Only because I was dedicated.
Yeah.
So, guys,
All right.
setting goals is the way to go.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you for
appreciate you
having
for
me.
coming on the show, and hope that you'll come back someday. To share a lot
Definitely, as
of
soon as I've
news.
launched my company, I'll be back,
All
guys.
right. And to the beautiful viewers out there, wow, that was a very explosive episode. Having the beautiful Luyanda come on and talk to us about her journey and the things that she's been through also. And I just hope that what we are doing with with a lot of people coming together to share their ideas, these things will encourage people out there and make you also to know that whatever it is that you're going through right now, everything is going to be okay. You just have to believe in God, have faith, and also believe in you. Don't ever try to emulate anyone. Be who you are. Be the authentic you, and then everything you're going to bring should be uniquely about you. You know, it shouldn't be about somebody else, you know. And on that note, I think that we're able to encourage you and tell you that, hey, get up and do it. Until we come your way again, take care.